You're excited, you're ready to go, you're feeling great, you're motivated. You're ready to make things happen, you're ready to move. This is a new me. Time to turn a new leaf. But then what happens after a few days? What happens after a few weeks?
95% of people who create resolutions, wish lists, don't follow through on them past January 15th. Those are people who actually write them down. 95% won't even follow through after 15 days.
When the energy fades, when the excitement wears off, what's left is you. The measure of you, the measure of the man, the measure of the woman that's underneath it all. Because you're going to get excited for that new job. You're going to get excited when you start school. You're going to get excited when you start a whole bunch of things. But what's left is your effort when the energy fades. You said it when you were energetic. You said it when you were passionate. But do you do it when you're not? That's called commitment. That's called seeing something through to the end.
Progress in terms of improving your situation, improving your life from every aspect, that's a choice. How many of these things are you going to stay committed on this path to actually achieve? Wishing for something, writing it down, is not enough.
The hunger is not enough. You have to take the step out first. You have to take action.
To holding yourself 100% accountable that you can control your life.
Do you think Muhammad Ali complained when it was raining out and said, I'm not training today, we'll wait till tomorrow? No, he was dedicated to something.
Beneath the surface, what are you made of? Are you made of a championship material, a championship fabric all the way through?
Are you going to bring it when you made a decision? Your word is your bond. Stay true to the word that you said to yourself. You have to be the one willing to go forward.
And go after this thing. Not just wish for them, but to take action. To take control of this life. To take control and to get what you want out of life. To grab life by the horns and say, I'm going to get what I want, what I must have.
Every single day is a test of who you could be. You gotta be chasing this every day of your life.
At some point, everything's gonna go south on you. Everything's gonna go south, and you're gonna say, this is it. This is how I end.
We all get hit on the blind side by life.
A lot of things are gonna happen that will catch you off guard. You can lose your family. You can lose your job. lose your home, lose your car. They can say you can't come back.
But during those down moments, that's where the growth takes place.
I've been fighting my whole life. Every punch I ever thrown has been on my own. May I remind you, you were born in the dark, shaped by the dark, molded by the dark. No matter what you've ever been through, you had to go through it to get right here.
We can fight our way back into the light.
So what do you do when you fall down?
Embrace the failure.
Recycle your pain. Get something from it. You're already in pain. Use it. Do something with it. Allow it to take you to the next level. Allow your pain to push you to greatness.
Some of the greatest things you will ever learn and some of the greatest changes in your life will be due to pain.
It doesn't matter about what happens to you. What matters is, what are you going to do about it? You can decide that you're going to stand up to life.
Get up! Get up!
Sometimes in life, you have to hit back. This is our new day. It's time for us to stand.
I'm not going to let this get me down. I'm not going to let this destroy me.
There are certain things that you gotta go through. There's certain pitfalls that you gotta fall in.
You have got to make a declaration
To say, I am a conqueror.
I'm unstoppable.
There's nothing I can't achieve.
You've got to be willing to harness your will.
In spite of what you went through, in spite of how you suffered,
You're still looking at your dream. Say to yourself,
it is not over.
until I win.
Life will knock us down. But we can choose, matter or not, to get back up.
You will never truly know yourself until tested by adversity.
No matter how many times you have fallen, look up. Get up.
Today is just another day. It's the sort of day that will offer you chances.
What if you just had one more day? What would you do differently? How much time have you already spent worrying instead of doing something that you love?
Somebody should tell us right at the start of our lives that we're dying. Then we might live life to the limit. Every minute of every day. Whatever you want to do it now. There are only so many tomorrows. I say to you that if you're driven by anything other than your love, than your spirit, your desire to grow and expand, if you're driven by your need to please others, if you're driven by your fear, if you're driven by your past, it's time to free yourself. And the way to do it is decide. Decide consciously what you want your life to be about.
Our life is dynamic. It's constantly changing. But it comes with a decision that you're going to divorce the story of your past, the lies you've been telling yourself that you should change, and you're going to enter into this new life where you must change. You're going to go from that should to a must. So why don't you start today? Why don't you make a decision that you're not going to be this person anymore, and you are going to be on a new path with the decision that you make today.
Decide consciously, what's the purpose of your life? Something simple. Something you can live every single day. I challenge you to hold yourself to a higher standard. I challenge you to realize that you're here for a purpose. There's something for you to do and be here. You might die tomorrow, you might die in 6 weeks, you might die in 6 months, you might die in 6 years. It doesn't matter how long you're gonna live. What's gonna matter is how you're gonna live while you're here. What is the special plan for you? You've got to discover the purpose of your life. There is a plan. There is something here for you that's different than anybody else in the world, and you've got to discover what it is. Just trust your instinct and say, what is it? It was simple, it was clear, and I was living your day. Why am I here? And you've got to know what that is for you. That is what will help you to make the decisions. That'll give you the motivation to get up early and stay up late. That'll make you connect with people in a way you've never connected before, but you gotta know, what are you doing it all for? What do you really want?
We get one opportunity in life, one chance in life to do whatever you're gonna do.
So what are you gonna do with this time? What are you going to do today?
I think the greatest of people that have ever been in society, they were never versions of someone else. They were themselves. It's the great tragedy. People employed in ways that don't fully tap everything they do best in life.
Deep down in your heart, you know that you're not living to your potential. And life is now something you're just getting on with.
See, I look around at people so often, they're so unhappy, and I think the reason is that they don't ever win the game of life. It's a game they feel like they can't win, like they're always losing. And the reason, number one, is they don't know the purpose of the game.
That's why people wake up in a rut. Their life has no purpose, no meaning. They're not morning people. I'm just not a morning person. You're not a morning person because you're not living in your purpose. See, you hate waking up because you're waking up and you don't know the reason. You're waking up and you don't have no design in mind.
Just stop and think about what's most important. Think about why you're here. You are here for a reason. Something for you to do and be here.
Take a look at what burns on the inside of you.
You've got to find what you love.
What burns in your heart is important for you to pay attention to, because it never goes away.
Start to realize there is something inside of you that is never ending. There's something inside of you that is unchangeable. And that's the part of you that knows what is right, what to do, and why you're here.
The only way to be truly satisfied is to love what you do. As with all matters of the heart, you'll know when you find it.
The most stable thing that a man can do is to listen to his heart and to follow it.
Have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become.
But you see people successful soaring by, and you want to soar. But you got to jump.
You gotta find something within. And when you find out what your why is,
you don't sleep day or night to get it.
People who are running toward their dreams, life has a special kind of meaning.
when you find your why, you find a way to make it happen.
When you truly need something, you can find a way. And you stop at nothing to reach it.
What you will realize is that you have greatness within you. What you'll realize is that you're more powerful than you could ever begin to imagine.
We're all dying. What are you dying to do?
What is your true purpose on this earth?
The two most important days of your life are the day you were born and the day you learned why.
There are going to be times in your life where you are kicked down, where you feel like you can't go on anymore, where you don't feel like getting out of bed, where you feel like you are beat down and the weight of the world is on your shoulders and you're not sure if you could carry this thing anymore. I'd be lying to you if I said I never have down periods, that I don't feel depressed, that I don't feel anxious, that I don't feel sad, that I don't feel like the world is kicking my tail. But you gotta find a way. You gotta find something to keep going, to keep pushing forward, to just give that little boost to push you through the day, to push you through tomorrow and the next day until you get out of this funk. You gotta find something inside you to do it. And you gotta understand that it's a test. It's a test of your will, of your grit, of your mental toughness. And the more brilliant you are, the more you will be tested. You fight through the depression, you fight through the anxiety, you fight through the stress, you fight through all of the negative, all of the circumstances around you that are beating you down to your knees. And you just gotta stand up.
Listen to me very closely. You gotta hear what I'm saying. Pain is temporary.
If you push through, the gates will open. That you will reach your goals, your targets, and you will become the best you if you keep moving one foot after the other, after the other.
Pain is gonna take you to the next level. I know what you're feeling, but you gotta work through it. And if you work through your pain, on the other side is a reward. Your pain ain't permanent. You can get through this. You're bigger than your pain. You're better than that. I've been trying to get that into your spirit. I've been trying to get you to celebrate pain.
How strong are you, mentally, to fight through this thing?
You're gonna work through this. You're going to get up, you're going to get dressed, and you're going to do what you've been called to do. You're going to be what you called to be. And you're going to prove to everybody that tried to break you, you're going to prove them wrong. Everybody that tried to stop you, everybody that tried to kill your dreams, you're going to prove all of them wrong.
Anybody can be good when times are good. But when things are bad in your life, how good are you going to be? Because that's the test of you as a human being. Will you show up? Will you bring it?
If you had one shot or one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted in one moment, would you capture it or just let it slip?
Where is the wealthiest place in the world? It's not China, it's not Dubai, it's the graveyard.
There you'll find potential never realized. There you'll find books never written. There you'll find abilities and skills and talents and gifts that the world never had to expose you to.
A lot of people die full of their dreams, full of talent, full of ideas, full of skills, full of intelligence and abilities that they never reached for. They never tapped. They never got into. They never used it.
Because they were scared to take a risk. Scared like you. But you want to know something else? You're not in the graveyard. Yet.
It is not the things we do in life that we regret on our deathbed. It is the things we do not.
I do not regret when I step up and I fail. What I regret is not taking action at all.
We get one opportunity in life, one chance in life to do whatever you're gonna do.
In every passing moment, we would never get back again.
Do it now or forever hold your peace.
Make decisions today, where today will be the defining moment for your future.
The decisions you make today will determine your tomorrow.
Let's go! Make sure something tonight ain't taking you away from this moment, man. Cause that's all we got. That's what y'all don't realize most of the time. We don't get this again. We don't get this again. The car runs too fast. That's why we got to savor these moments. Cause they right now.
Understand that you got an opportunity in front of you right now to do something. The day you in right now. That's the most important day that's going on. It's a great day. Every day you can get up and claim it's a great day. Because every day is a new day. Every moment is a new moment. So now you got to go out and show them that I'm a different creature. Now!
See, this present moment is so precious. We have to be here. We have to be in it. And make the most of it.
Question is, what are you
Where is your finish line? What is your maximum effort? Think about that question. What is your indication that you've hit your peak? It's an interesting question because when you look closely, you'll find that there truly is no answer. Right? People point to fatigue, being tired, maybe they're happy with the result, but it still leaves the question unanswered. What is your limit? There's no automatic mechanism that shuts us down when we've given everything we have, when we've done all we can do. It's not like a glass of water that reaches the top and overflows. For human potential, think bigger. Think of an ocean. How many buckets of water could you pour into an ocean before it couldn't physically hold any more liquid? What is the number? No one knows exactly. You can stop at 1,000 buckets, at 1,000,000, at 1,000,000,000, but at some point, you'll have poured the last bucket and stopped. And the question remains, at that moment, could you have added one more? That is human potential. It's mind-blowing. Every time you've thought you've given your all, you were lying to yourself. And not in the sense that you weren't trying hard or what you did wasn't important, but in the sense that you artificially created your own finish line. You determined your stopping point. Not the laws of nature, not some unearthly being. You dictated your limit. I had an old coach who used to reference Roger Bannister. He was the first person to break the 4-minute mile, a feat that at the time was simply unheard of. So what happens? He accomplishes this goal, and suddenly people start doing it all over the world. Rapid fire. In a very short amount of time. Why? Because it became real. People had living proof that it was possible. 4 minutes, what is that? It's an artificial stopping point, a self-created limit. It does not exist. Just like the reason you think you can't write the next best-selling book, or the reason you go to a job you hate every day, because you've settled. You've limited your potential without even realizing it. Why would you cut yourself off there? There's so much more to obtain, so much more to achieve, so much waiting. Man, life is just too short to not make the most out of it. To get in the way of your own greatness. Why would you decide to wake up every day and not feel like it was the best gift possible? Not take advantage? Why would you limit that for yourself? There will be times when you struggle, there will be tough days, there will be times of self-doubt. But let it all fall to the wayside. See past it. Your destiny lies far beyond any self-made wall. Take that with you.
If you died today, what dreams, what ideas, what gifts, what talents, what voice, what stories will die with you? See, a lot of people go to work every day miserable, and all they do is just talk about how miserable they are, but they don't do anything about it. You know that you're deliberately operating below your potential. You've gotten comfortable. You stop expanding, you stop stretching, you stop challenging yourself. It's hard living. Life is hard. So most people don't use their imaginations. Most people don't dream anymore. Why? Because through the conditioning process of life, after so many rejections, see, you know what you can do. You know what you have done, and you also have seen what has been done by others in your environment and by others in your circumstances. Then you look at where you want to go, and what most people do, they do that which they feel they know that can work because they've already done it or they've seen it done. And so they allow their negative history to determine the possibilities for them. And so when they run into a roadblock, even if they have something beyond their comfort zone, when they run into a roadblock, something happens to them. Most people allow life to control them and their circumstances. Look into the future. What is it you want? What is it you'd like to create for you? You want to make your dream come true, you got to stay focused. Some people rather get even than get ahead. Stay focused on where you want to go. This is not going to be it for my life. I deserve more than this. See, that will start making you do some stuff. Not only is it possible for you to have your dream, but it's necessary. It's necessary that you have it, that you work on it, that you develop yourself, that you go for what is yours in the universe. The major key to your reaching your dream, your living up to your greatness, your making your contribution to your making things happen in your life is you. That you've got to take personal responsibility to make it happen. That you make it happen, that you don't give up, that you don't take any objection or disappointment or defeats personally, that you keep on keeping on, that you don't decide that I can't make it because you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. Live your life with passion, with some drive. You've got to remind yourself that you've got powers within you, talents within you that you haven't even reached for yet. See, whatever dream you got, that dream, that idea, that has been given to you. There's no guarantee that because somebody is now down on their luck, they can never come back. Who can guarantee that you can't make it? That you can't have your dream? Who can guarantee that you can't do what you want to do? No one can do that. No one can predict that. All we need to do is we look at our dreams as we get ready to hit the floor. I'm blessed and highly favored